My name is Son, and I've sent over 10 million cold emails. And today I wanted to send a couple more for ourselves, which is why I wanted to take you on the ride with me. So I started working on this campaign or these campaigns for ourselves a couple days ago. A bunch of shit came in between, be it our school community and whatnot, like recording courses, whatever. So I thought, well, I have to do this now anyway. Might as well record it and show it to you so you guys know how I'm running my campaigns for lead arc. And unfortunately, I've already started, so I have to allow you to catch up. So what we've built so far, and I'll also show you how, is build a couple lists from the different verticals that I want to reach out to. So I wanted to take a bet with commercial cleaning. I feel like we could help them very well. That should be pretty cool. SaaS is just our bread and butter, so that usually works pretty well. And then we also wanted to take a stab at PE firms, lower middle market PE firms. And as you can see, I'm in Claude right now. I'm not in any Apollo database or wherever, right? I'm doing this all from Claude. In fact, you might not even see the sequencing tool that we're using because I'll probably do all inside of this chat in here. And the reason for that is I've put every single skill that I have into actual Claude skills, and then I've connected it with all of the tools that I'm using to send out cold emails, which is why I'm able to actually go through all of this just from Claude. And I think I also started this specific chat like that, saying, okay, I want to launch new email campaigns for ourselves, and I'm not quite sure what kind of verticals we should target right now. Maybe you can give me a couple of suggestions based on the things that it already knows about us, because we have Obsidian, right? And Obsidian is basically our second brain, and it has context about our entire business, so it knows what kind of clients that we're looking for, right? So let me give you a couple that are in that I have in mind. So B2B software companies, as always, lower middle market PE firms and cleaning companies. I don't know why, but something within me says cleaning companies, especially cleaning companies that are doing commercial work, because we can get them more commercial work, like way more. Preferably also national cleaning companies, because they would have multiple locations. But maybe in general, just multi-location cleaning companies. I think that makes a lot of sense. Forget the national part. I don't know what other niches I would target right now. Do you have any suggestions? And then it just goes ahead, gives me a couple of suggestions. I say, yeah, size it up, go ahead. Do it for all three segments that I've mentioned. And then it just goes ahead and pulls all of the different data from our internal database. It pulls them from Prospeo, and it pulls them from, I think, even our Google Maps thingy. Yes, because of the cleaning companies, right? So how does that specifically work? Without going, we have a school, right? We have the school community, and in here I'll publish this very shortly. So if you're there's a very high chance that you're in my school community and you are looking or waiting for these specific courses, but there is a new course coming up where I will tell you exactly how we are pulling leads for way cheaper than with using Apollo or something else. And the way it basically works is, I also made a video about this, maybe I can link it up if I don't forget, but it basically uses Prospeo to find all the companies that are ICP fit for, say, mid-market software companies, right? And as soon as it has those, I'll just then tell it, well, based on the ICP that we have, the ideal customer profile, we want to reach out to, say, the head of marketing at these companies. And then it would go ahead, and then from all the companies that it finds that are B2B software companies, mid-market, it goes ahead and searches for the job titles so that we get actually, instead of having companies, we now have people with first and last names, right, at all of these companies. And then we take the first and last name, their domain, and then we start guessing email addresses with an algorithm that I've put into a skill in here. And that's how it first goes through what is reachable. So it finds them in Prospero, right, for all of these different segments. And then I tell it, well, yeah, find a couple of these cleaning domains, because SaaS and PE firms we can easily find with Prospero. That's a very proven thing. But the cleaning companies, we'll probably have to use Google Maps, and I would have to see if those Google Maps domains that we're pulling from these Google business profiles like these Google Maps profiles, if they are actually like solid, if I can get a lot of them, right? If I can get over half of what I'm searching for as proper domains, and then it also tells me like how do the different slices behave, so that I can then make a decision to then verify them. And then all of a sudden, the free mail ones, they are pretty much 94% deliverable, because now it goes like into the domains themselves and then looks for the like on the website, it looks for the emails of these businesses. And then sometimes it's a rolling box where like info ad, sales ad, but usually with like local firms, this works really, really well. Like info ad is usually all they have, usually, right? And you still reach the owner, which is quite nice. So I did that. We widened the map suite past 50 metros first, so we pulled way more data, which gave us a fuck ton combined with our R2 bucket. And our R2 bucket is basically a Cloudflare bucket where we have our own master database, like a huge SQL database. And in there, apparently, we also had a couple cleaning companies as well that would be fit for what I'm searching for, which are commercial cleaning companies, right? And yeah, then we use data for SEO, $50 on the account. Now we run it up and we get 43,000 cleaning companies, which is super cool, because now we can go ahead and we can slowly but surely get all of their email addresses, guess all of the SaaS ones through Prospeo with that first and last name thingy, same for PE. And at the end of the day, we're left with roughly 10,000 in total that are clean, actually ICP fit. Like Claude has gone through all the websites, checked that they are actually ICP fit. So they're exactly who we want to target and reach out to. And that's pretty cool. And this is just for now. Like this is also a sample size, so we can pull more later on just by saying, well, yeah, let's pull more. So that's pretty cool. And then they asked me, yeah, read the 794 PE firms websites to double that list. We could do that. Let's actually do it, like, who cares? So this can run in the background. And then basically, Claude always gives me like these 3 status updates. So done, built and finished all 3 lists. That's done. State coded to, I guess, some work tree on GitHub. Nothing loaded into email Bison yet. This is our sequencer. Like if you're using Smartly or Instantly, this is basically what we use. It's email Bison. And nothing sent. Next, copy is yours. Send it over and I'll build the draft, split by ESP, and test send every variant to your inbox before anything goes live. So in a second, we will go through all of this and write the email scripts as well. This video might get super long, but I do think this is interesting for a lot of people, because a lot of people ask me how I run my campaigns. This is exactly how. So we might have to wait for Opus or whatever it is to go through all of this. But yeah, in the meantime, we can also like draft up a couple of the winning scripts that we already have, go into Notion, because that's usually where I write my email scripts. And I'll show you exactly why in a second as well. So yeah, it's scraping 794 firms via Gina. Gina is a pretty nice tool. It's called Gina.ai. And they basically give you an API for an AI that's going to go through the web, basically. And it does so with one agent at a time. So you don't have the problem with like context windows or whatever. It's super cheap. And then it basically has Gina so that it transforms any given website into markdown text. So it's easy to read for AI. And then it reads all the websites. And then based on the contents of the websites, it will tell us which of these 794 PE firms are actually a perfect fit for whoever we're looking for, right? So that way we can pre-qualify 794 firms before even reaching out to them, which is super nice because we only reach out to relevant people with the relevant email scripts. So that's pretty cool. Yes. So this is running. It's running in the background. In the meantime, can you prepare the winning scripts that we have found across these segments that we usually target, put them into a Notion doc, and then also draft up the first drafts for cleaning companies. I just need 3 variants per segment so I can quickly go through all of them. Actually, just give me 1 variant per segment and I can write a couple more based on that first variant. Put them into a new Notion doc underneath our own client account in Notion. Yeah, we have an own workspace in Notion. We have 1 for each client, so we can keep everything orderly. And this is also, by the way, like for clients, we usually put them into a Notion doc. I go through them review them, and then after I review them, I still send them over to clients, and then clients go through them as well, and then and that's the reason why I'm using Notion. You can just select, like, highlight text, click Command-Shift-N or Control-Shift-N, and then you can just comment, which is super nice, because then after you left comments, you can just give it back to Claude, fix everything. So clients of ours can just like immediately comment on specific words, which is super easy for them because it's just nice to give feedback like that. If they install Whisperflow as well, they can just talk their comments into Notion, and I can then, as soon as they're done, take the Notion doc, give it to Claude, update everything that to their liking, put it into email Bison, send out the emails, which is quite nice. Yes. So we're waiting on that. Yes. In the meantime, if you want to have these systems, by the way, you can just join our school community. The link is in the description. It's the first thing in the description. You can immediately get that right now. There's also a 7-day free trial, so you can check it out, chat with people. And as of recording this, there'll be a Q&A on Monday at 5 p.m. Berlin time. Yes. We have people asking questions, giving feedback, asking more questions, helping one another. It's pretty cool. I highly recommend. We're already 76 members. We started this like 7 days ago. If I look at my activity stuff, never mind, it's already in 2 weeks. Holy shit. Almost 2 weeks. Yeah, this is where we started. So it's like 1 complete week plus 6, so that's like 13 days. Wild. Yes. Super fun. School is super fun, man. It really is super fun. Yes. OL is our old name, actually. It was Outbound Leads. Now it's Lead Arc. So I guess we'll have to update that. But yeah, let's wait on this. I don't know if I'll like leave this uncut, just so we have like a very chill time, because I can yap all day long, which is quite cool. Yes, I hope I have selected the right microphone for this. That would be super convenient. Yeah. Yes.
Clown.
Yeah, and then maybe in the meantime, let me comment on this. So this Obsidian thing, I will also put this into the school community. That's also one of the courses that I'm working on. Let me actually go into the school. So this one, like Claude Code and Outbound, which is exactly what I'm showing you right now, that's going to allow you to see how we're running the all operations without a single ounce of AI slop, which is quite nice, because you might have noticed when I asked it for like all of these different scripts, we have a database of winning scripts, and we've also created a machine learning algorithm based on Andrej Karpathy. So Andrej Karpathy. And he's super big in machine learning. Like, he's one of the pioneers over there. Not too deep into the science, but I've heard he's legit, which is cool. Awesome for it. And he came up with this machine learning algorithm where basically you send out a bunch of emails. In this instance, right, you do a bunch of inputs. In our case, it's emails. Send the emails, and then you get results back. So some emails perform better than the others. And then you look at all the losers, look at what they have in common, and then train an AI on that. And then you look at the winners, look at what they have in common, and train the same AI on all the winners. So that the AI now knows, well, all winning scripts have these things in common, all losers have these things in common. Let me do all of these things without these things. And then the more volume you do, the more refined that agent gets. And you can just blast out perfect email scripts one after the other, the more data you have. And we have a fuck ton of data, thankfully, which is quite cool. And we'll also give everyone in the school community access to that specific skill. And we'll just basically give them access to our systems, which is quite cool. Yes. And right now it's like $49, which is underpriced as fuck. Like, I have to talk to Leon, my co-founder. We'll have to raise those prices. But yeah. Do we have the Notion doc now? Can you give me the link to that Notion doc?
Yes.
Yes. This is pretty cool. It's also going to be nice as soon as these are launched, because this has been on my to-do list for a couple of days. It's always like these drug dealers that like hand out drugs to everyone, but they don't take it themselves. Like, I've been running email campaigns for everyone but ourselves. So it's about time we start those up again, because we can handle more right now, which is quite cool. Because of these systems as well. Like, this just makes life so much easier, man. And I don't know why this is taking so long. Maybe because I have overset to ultra code. Might be a thing. I think that then it runs on like extra effort as standard. But I guess we have the 20x plan and we haven't maxed it out yet. Yes. This one's running in the background. I'm such an idiot. believe was here all along. Okay, wait, one thing. This thing, I don't know why it does that over and over again. Can you make all the code blocks just normal text blocks, but put it underneath a toggle block? We have the new PE contacts as well. I think I found like 600 something that are ICP fit. Nice. No, scrapes at 690. Let's see. Yeah, I'll have to change those because it's like super annoying to like keep scrolling in here. Yes, so we have a couple winners. Interesting, we have commercial thing at once. At some point. That's wild. Partners. Okay, interesting. Okay. Yeah, I don't like these first drafts. Like, they look horrible, in fact. Like, oh, I don't like them at all. It seems like it didn't use any of the reference materials. Also, like, our current Obsidian, like, second brain thing, we have so many skills in here. I think I have to delete a bunch. Like, 622 files in here. 193 folders. That's wild, bro. I think we have to change up a couple things. Which is also why, like, this video right now is pretty helpful. Because I've been, like, dealing with these problems myself. Just by rewriting the copy. But, like, whenever it uses the correct skills, it works really well. Right now, it doesn't at all. Only if we already have, like, actual data that we can actually use immediately. But for the new ones, it's not good. No, this is not bad. This is not bad. That's it. Boom, boom. Everything's so unevenly slow. Boom. I'll get myself some water. Okay, we're super back. Back for water. And this is correctly formatted now. So this is quite nice. Okay. So we already had running scripts, which is quite cool. So for SaaS, hey, first name, I'll get your sales calls with ICP on a cost per call basis using code email plus cold calls. Seems low. No. Let's do something else. So we'll do, I'll get your sales calls with ICP by sending them demo videos and of your software. You just obtain on a cost per showed call basis. I'll get your sales calls with ICP by sending demo videos of your software using cold email. You just pay me per showed call. Yeah, like short text or short emails. Or BMS. Big team. Can I send you a video chat? Sorry, huh? Like, while we're also like telling them that we will send demo videos on their behalf about their software, we can also just do the same thing, which is quite nice. And reef them person and I should with cleavage. Yeah, this works. This works. I've updated this. This works. Next. Commercial insurance brokers. I don't think that's relevant right now. So then recently booked a client 75 plus qualified calls in 3 weeks, with 6 counting the first 24 hours. This is true. Pretty confident I can do the same for you with facility and property managers. You will only pay per short call. Pan. Yep. Updated this as well. We can run it like this. Yes. And for the start, I'll probably just get a couple variants per segment because we're not pushing that crazy volume yet. I just want to see what works. Hey, first name, if we ran your outbound and called every lead within 5 minutes to book qualified walkthroughs with facility and property managers on your calendar, would you be open to a quick video? Who interested after 364 cent? Yes. Updated, we can run it like this. Cool. The list offer variant worth stealing for other segments. But no. M&A advisory. I mean, we have a very similar angle for PE firms. That was working quite well. If we need to adjust them to PE firms, we can, but I don't think that is true. So we can just run it like this for the PE firms because I know that they're solid. Boom. By the way, if you're curious. Hey, first name, I'll get you sales calls with... No. Is it? No. Nope. There's something off. Sales calls? This is old. Yeah, this is better, innit? It's not better. How is the first one better than this one? We're even talking about sales calls. We're not talking about owners looking to exit for M&A advisories. That's pretty wild. Okay, wait. Let's delete this comment. Only use this one for the PE firm campaign. At least for now. Bam. Yes. And then it gave me some drafts, but I'm not really that interested into those drafts anymore. I'll just like take a look at them. Okay. Yeah, I'll tell you what not to do. I don't like these scripts. Hey, first name, one new building contract is worth years of recurring revenue to you. With book walkthroughs with facility and property managers near you and call every lead within 5 minutes so they actually pick up. You'll only pay per short walkthrough. Want to show it video showing how. Actually, looked you guys up. Boom, updated. I just updated it. Let's run this. Boom. Yeah, I don't know if I like this one. I don't like this one. Yeah, I didn't like it. It's just so vague. Like, we can't name their names. So I don't find it that useful in that regard. Let's see what we can do here. Segment B, specialty cleaning commercial capable 1.5k contacts. Hey, first name, most of your jobs are probably one-off commercial accounts come back every quarter. We booked your walkthroughs with property and facility managers and call every lead within 5 minutes so they pick up. Are you looking for more commercial class? Boom. Let's run it like this. I changed it. Yes. Okay, nice. Segment C has nothing. That's also pretty cool. Yes. So now that we have this, I'll just like Command L to copy the link, go over. I've left comments on every single script that I want to use. Read through them, build the draft campaigns in email Bison if we don't have them yet, and then let's upload all the prospects as well. Then you can run the test sends to see if all the emails look solid by going into my Gmail inbox and looking at the test emails. And if everything is fine, you can launch. Yes, wait. Load all 3. Yes, that's what we're going to do right now. Goal. Wow, that's pretty cool. Yes. So we have 492 firms that are ICP fit and 1,600 contacts. So like about 3-ish contacts per firm. Cleaning 4.6k, SaaS almost 5, total 11.2k. And then next step is nothing. Write your variants of those 2 cleaning openers and I'll load all 3 campaigns as drafts. So that's what we're gonna do right now. Super cool. Yes. And this is literally how I build my campaigns. It's very convenient. I also don't have to think that much, which is quite nice. And now I can just wait and then everything will be done for me. And I'm recording this. I sat down doing this part, like searching through all of the prospect lists. Maybe took half an hour just because I had to wait for it to like compute. But if you do this simultaneously with multiple clients where you have like multiple chats open and you ask it the same thing, like let's build prospect lists. Client A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Like you have all of these different clients as chats in here. You first go through all the prospect lists. So you're like mentally still doing the same thing, but across the board in batches, right? And then you go through email scripts for all of these clients step by step. And then you just tell it, well, let's go. Let's launch it all. And then you launch it all. And then you send out crazy amounts of emails, which is super cool. Yeah. Yeah. I also just want to get some feedback, like market feedback on our current offer, our current VSL. See whether the extra content that we're pushing out right now, which is going to like increase drastically over the next couple of days because we've been working on a very nice strategy to repurpose our YouTube videos. That's going to be pretty cool because right now no one knows that we exist. Like I have 300 subscribers or something. No one knows I exist. So we need to change that, which is why we're going to push crazy volume. So that's going to be nice. Yes. Yeah, we're just going to wait on this. I don't even know if I should keep recording because it essentially like what's now going to happen is it's going to launch and then it's going to tell me that it launched. I might as well just show you how that looks. Is there anything else interesting that I could show you in the meantime? Yeah, we have these things. We have live calls in our school. I'm just yapping at this point, but yeah, every Monday at 5 p.m. Berlin time. But yeah, that's pretty cool. We have members. We have... Let me actually show you what you get in the school. So lead arc, it's called, right? I think right now even we're ranking super high for cold email. Let me actually see that. Cold email. Yeah, bro, we're ranking second out of like 275 results. So that's pretty cool. That is pretty dope. Yes, so lead arc. In here I walk through the entire like school, but I'll just like tell you what we're doing. So a couple proof points. So we've been booking a lot of meetings, which is pretty much the TLDR. And basically, if you are a head of sales or you work in sales or you're a BV owner, like B2B business owner, and you want to get more leads in through cold email, this is basically a very nice point to start this because you'll get our AI assistant cold email system that books sales calls with Fortune 500 companies. What do I mean? We've been booking meetings with pretty nice companies for our clients, and Leon has made this very nice video explaining to you how our offer works, because we basically rip cold emails, follow up immediately within 5 minutes, qualify them against your criteria, give you warm intros, and meetings booked onto your calendar. And we've been booking meetings with these friends, which is super cool. And this is exactly how it works. So in the school community, we have all of these things that we're using available for a pretty chill price of $49. And what you get is, you get these courses for cold emailing, appointment setting, Claude Code, etc. You get our skills for Claude Code. You get our email scrapers that I've mentioned in the beginning, which are super nice because you can save so much fucking money. Like, I think for 1,000 valid, like actually validated, fresh out of the verification tool, Google Maps scraped prospects, you pay like $5, which is half a cent per valid email. Might even be cheaper. I don't know right now. It should be half a cent. Yes. And then for actual LinkedIn, like verified, fresh LinkedIn scraped email addresses of the perfect like accounts that you're looking for, it's like at max 0.7 cents. 0.7 cents is like nothing per valid email. We have this database. I have to see if this is legal. I don't know if I can like actually give you this, so I'll have to check. And you get our internal master inbox software, which is quite cool because with that, let me open it up real quick. Boom, we have a demo account. Leon is an absolute machine. ACME Inc. Yes, we have this full-on software that you can get access to if you sign up in school, where you'll be able to connect your Instantly account or your Smartlead or your email Bison account, and you can manage all of your responses in here. You can log actions. You can mark them as booked. You can see how many times you've actually reached out to them via emails and calls. You can assign people like your team members. You can enrich their phone numbers. You can enroll them in tasks so that they are actually in a follow-up sequence where your reps get tasks instead of having it fully automated, because fully automated follow-up is bullshit, right? You can save all of your assets like Loom videos, etc. So you can immediately have this AI response populate templates that you've created for sending stuff via AI, which is super cool, right? So you can do all of these things, you can enroll them after send, and then on top of that, you can schedule meetings straight from here, and you can have your insights where you will see how many emails you're currently sending, what's your theoretical limit would be, so you can actually max out your email inboxes, right? And how many you've scheduled for the next couple of days. And it actually calculates that based off of your Instantly account. You see everything like booking rate, show rate, reply rate, positive reply rate, how many contacts you need to reach out to get one lead, how many contacts you need to reach out to get one meeting, speed to lead on average, all of these things, how speed to lead behaves versus conversion, how many you book, how many show, depending on how fast you responded to a lead, all of these things. And then all reps and their own leaderboard, right? Sick. Super nice. So yeah, that's what you get in the school as well. And then on top of that, you have daily Q&As where we answer and record custom videos for you, meaning you ask a question in the post, I record a video and respond to you straight in the community. We have those weekly calls. It's heavily moderated, spam-free, and AI slope-free. Yes, and I'll definitely increase the price soon. So yeah, that's just a quick plug for this. I would highly recommend to join right now because you will just get grandfathered in for $49, which is nothing. Yes. But with that said, this is still Calgate. I've been yapping for so long. Holy shit. Yes. Yeah, we're dropping the personal domains. Email Bison usually does that. I also wanted it to do that because emailing personal domains usually, like for most circumstances, is reasonable. Especially if they bounce or they get 0 responses, because personal email addresses have this thing where people just don't delete their email addresses. They will just exist forever, but they won't be monitored. So you're just emailing dead accounts, which is bad for deliverability, by the way. That's why. Cool. Let's see. Shame. It's facing a couple HTML problems where the line breaks don't work. Yeah. And then this is basically done. Super nice. Yes. Okay, so now it says launching the three verified campaigns, doing all of this through the API. And actually, Email Bison now has a CLI, which is basically where you can like run the tool through your terminal. So that's exactly what it's doing right now with all of this gobbledygook. I have no idea what that means. So it just runs there, which is quite nice. Yes, verifying final state. Hopefully this will be done sometime soon. Yes, we've been recording for 37 minutes almost. Yes. And we've launched 3 campaigns. We didn't have to touch any tools. Didn't have to pull any leads ourselves or prospects. Didn't have to verify them ourselves. I didn't touch a single CSV. I didn't go into email Bison. I didn't have to write copy myself. I just looked up what already worked for ourselves and just ran it with that, basically. Super simple stuff. And especially at scale, this helps a ton. Boom. All of them live. It has the daily caps on as well for initial testing, which is quite cool. Done. Nope, this is cool. This is super cool. And now we say log, because that's how we keep our Obsidian up to date. Because every single day we have a daily log keeping track of what we did today so that it knows for tomorrow what it last worked on, right? So it's like an updating memory thing, which is a little more sophisticated than the memory that Claude offers you. So I'll just type in this. It will go through all of this and then write down what the log is, push that into GitHub, and then GitHub will make sure that every single member of staff has the same version of this second brain. That way, if someone else works on our campaigns again, it will know exactly, like their version of code will know exactly what it's about. So right now in Git pull, everything is up to date. It's just pulled every 60 seconds. It pulled from GitHub the freshest version. So if Leon right now is working on something, you might see a couple dots popping up as well, which is super cool. And with time, this gets more and more sophisticated. And sometimes, like I've mentioned, with all the skills that we have in here, I'll probably have to just like go through this and delete all the ones that we don't use. Because sometimes skills get invoked. Yeah, but they just get invoked for certain keywords that I use, and it might invoke the wrong skill, which is why we got those subpar emails. Even though they were not that bad, I just had to remove one line, but optimally, it would just write seriously nice copy immediately. But even if not, like this is still crazy high leverage, and it's really nice. It works really well. Yes. So that's basically it. I'm waiting on this to actually like archive and then get it done. In the meantime, if you want to see more videos on how I write email scripts or how we use machine learning exactly, right? I'll link those right in here in the end cards, so you can actually click on those, check them out. Otherwise, if you had any questions like throughout this entire thing and you're still here, I don't know how long this video will be, like after cutting a little. If you're still here and you had any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments. Happy to go through all of them. And yeah, let's keep pushing out these YouTube videos. I hope they're helpful. It's definitely fun for me, so that's pretty cool. So I'll keep doing them. And hopefully we are committing and pushing to the log branch. Yes. Open the PR, get it archived. Boom, that's the PR. I'm also just showing you how my cloud works. Boom. Merged, cleaning up, reconciling local main. So the main branch on my local MacBook. Yes, I don't know what this means. It's using absolute paths. If you don't know what this is, you shouldn't be my friend. Yeah, we shouldn't be friends then. Boom. All successful archived now. So that means we can basically go in here, click on A, archive, and then this is done and dealt with. With that said, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.